Water never pays for water damage. Luckily, the Geico Insurance Agency makes getting coverage a snap. Visit geico.com to see how affordable renter's insurance can be.
And I'm Jerry Rice saying so long from San Francisco.
Thank goodness. Oh, these overtime games are just killing my back.
You should try the patch.
The patch?
The Tiger Balm patch. It's a blend of essential oils that goes deep into aching muscles and joints for fast, soothing pain relief. I go for Tiger Balm after every game.
What every armchair quarterback needs, proven pain relief.
And a good wide receiver.
You don't know any, do you?
Roar back from pain with Tiger Balm. It works where it hurts.
Hello, this is Anthony Daniels Halisi, president of the Hills Franciscan High School. School has started, and you may now realize the school you selected for your freshman son is not a good fit. If so, consider transferring them to Hills Franciscan. Hills Franciscan is one of only 2 Catholic high schools in the country started for African American males. The U.S. Department of Education recognized Hills Franciscan as an exemplary school because it offers a rigorous academic and character development program and high-quality athletic and extracurricular activities. Over 54 years, Hills Franciscan has assisted parents in the formation of their child's character and spirituality and graduated 4,000 African American males who were prepared for college and went on to become successful entrepreneurs and professional athletes around the world. The Hills Franciscan motto is so effective, many public schools around the country try to replicate it. But why settle when you can give your child the real thing? Call Hills Franciscan now at 773-285-8400. That's 773-285-8400 to transfer your freshman son today. Full scholarships are available.
September 27th is National Women's Health and Fitness Day, and Next Level Health wants women to be mentally fit and strong. When we are stressed, we are not at our best health. This Wednesday on the 3:30 Focus, Dr. Lori Jones will discuss the causes of stress in women, how women can detect when they are stressed, the consequences of not dealing with stress, and what can be done about it. Get the answers to these questions this Wednesday on the 3:30 Focus with Next Level Health and host Cliff Kelly. Men, it would do you good to tune in as well.
This is Reverend Dr. Otis Moss III at Trinity United Church of Christ, located at 400 West 95th Street on the south side of Chicago. We invite you to worship here at Trinity United Church of Christ. We have 3 worship services, 7:30 a.m., 11 a.m., and 6 p.m. Or join us on WVON during our broadcast every Sunday at 6 p.m. WVON.
Live from the Xfinity Studios at WVON. We're your original social media. You're listening to Night Blues with Sir Henry Cheatham on 1690, The Talk of Chicago.
All right, welcome to Sunday morning here on Classic Blues and R&B. Sir Henry Cheatham here with you. We got another hour or two to go with you here, but anyway, it's a good Sunday morning to you. Glad that you're here to join us and stick with us throughout Sunday. We get your Sunday kicked off real good. We close your Saturday night out, and then we get your Sunday morning kicking up for you. We're streaming live at WVON.com. On the World Wide Web. We're on our iHeartRadio. We're also up and running on Ustream. Check us out, UstreamTV.com. So check us out wherever you are. We want you to get social with us by going to Facebook.com/WVON1690, on Twitter at WVON1690, Instagram at WVON1690. You can text WVON to 88474 and get our alerts and everything that we got coming in for you. So check it out. We got a nice newsletter we put out every week, and sometime more than once a week, you know. You can always reach us here at 773-591-1690. It's the 20th annual Chicago Football Classic, a throwdown on the gridiron with the Grambling State University Tigers battling it out against Clark Atlanta University Panthers and Tigers. I take the Panthers. No, I take the Tigers. I don't know. Hell, the Panthers. I like Panthers. That's Saturday, September 30th at Soldier Field here in Chicago. The action began at 3:30. It's brought to you by Sherman Dodge, BMO Harris Bank, NBC5, Comcast, and Telemundo. You can get your tickets now at Midway Wholesalers, Wright Huggins Construction, Ticketmaster, Groupon, and all Walgreens for a $5 discount. Call 773-874-8000 for more information, or check out the Chicago Football Classic on the web at www.chicagofootballclassic.biz. That's B-I-Z to make sure you got it right. You know, want to make sure you do it right. Also, Classic Blues want you to get social with us by going to facebook.com and liking us over there at Classic Blues and RB. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry, and subscribe to our YouTube page at youtube.com Henry CB 6175. You know, do that for us. You know, we'd be glad to get all support that we can. You know, we don't want to feel lonely, and we don't want to feel left out, you know. Yeah. We got a studio guest we'll be chatting with here in a minute or two. But you heard, you know, the newscast talking about it. I was intending to talk about the president we came on here. I think, you know, some of the stuff he said last week, folks, got me scratching my head. No, well, you know, I think that some of the stuff he said just not, it ain't got nothing to do with presidential, just don't make good sense. I hope that he's selling wolf tickets, and I hope that the president of North Korea is selling wolf tickets, and I hope don't neither one cash those wolf tickets in, you know. I mean, hell, you know, I mean, it's just like when people don't want to call him president, who are citizens of this country. They want to call him everybody but this guy and all of that stuff, you know. Well, hell, you're going to call the guy Rocket Man. Somebody asked me, my wife, I think, asked me, she said, Rocket Man. I said, well, that's an Elton John song. Rocket Man. Everybody, you know, all that stuff. You know, he went out into space. He's out there, you know, so maybe the appropriate name for the president is Rocket Man, because he's way out there on the mess that don't need to be. When the hell are you talking about firing somebody because they're standing up for their rights? And I just think the professional athletes and things, they got to have some backbone. You know, yeah, you're making all this money, but you are money and you're enslaved to a system that you can't be a man or a woman. Hell, I made $3 an hour, and I had more guts and backbone than these guys got. So you guys got to stand up for something, you know. Just think about Kurt Flood, and think about John Mackey and the great Oscar Robinson. You think about what those men did, and not only that, Paul Robeson before them. You know, you think about these men, A. Philip Randolph, and what they did, and once you think about that, then you'll realize that you have to stand for something, because if you don't, folks, you are in bad shape. I also wanted to comment on this cop down in Oklahoma shooting this deaf man. Police officers, folks, gotta be held accountable. They said that people were shouting that the man was deaf and couldn't hear, but they ended up, this guy, you know, he had this thing that he keeps the dogs off him with, and this guy, one guy used a taser, and his other bastard killed him, you know. This is ridiculous. Cops gotta be held responsible, folks. You can't let them get away. Good cops can't beat it, but a lousy cop, get rid of him, lock him up, you know. Anyway, here we're guests in the room here with us. How you doing, Pierre?
Doing great, Sir Henry.
All right. Pierre Lacocque is with us. He's a harmonica player.
Yes.
He's been playing for some years. He's a recording artist with Delmar Records. He will be entering the Chicago Blues Hall of Fame on the 15th.
Yeah, on the 15th.
Yeah.
October.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your Pierre.
Well, I have an accent, so I come from Europe. My ancestry is Belgian, pure Belgian on both sides of the family. I'm a son of a minister, so that shaped a lot of my values in life. And very difficult childhood, very difficult for me. So my father, when I was 2.5, bought me a harmonica, and I remember crying, playing it. So I knew the harmonica had something to do with my soul, and then my father became a professor and so forth of theology of Old Testament. He's a world famous scholar. He's still alive, thank God. He's going to be 90 years old. But it's because of him we came to Chicago in 1969. And that's when I heard blues harmonica for the first time in my life. and that totally changed my life. I mean, from one moment to the next, my whole life had a meaning. And I was 16 and a half at the time, and I heard Big Walter Horton, whom I had never ever heard of before. I mean, I knew Aretha, and Aretha, Franklin, Ray Charles. These are the names. But blues, I had no idea Chicago blues, Delta, and all that existed. But it hit me so profoundly. It was like a religious experience for me, and it shook me. And it was a Saturday night. Sunday, I ran to a store which was closed. So on Monday, I bought my first harmonica, and I was 16, at the time, in Chicago, and started working on the harmonica for hours and hours and hours a day. Obsessed about this little instrument, and never stopped. And my family is quite intellectual, so I followed an intellectual route for a long time, until I said to myself, you know what, blues is too strong. So the wonder, the depth of their African American music is touched me, a French-speaking guy, going son of a minister. I lived in many countries. I've been a foreigner in many countries, really have. So I know it feels. But however, there's a message there that speaks to me personally, as much as I owe and enormous amount of respect and appreciation to African American music. There's a depth that speaks to me to this day.
Yeah, now you want to give us the name of one of your songs or so we can pull it up on the internet. You have your stuff on the internet?
Yeah. I mean, one, Chicago is My Home, is with Larry Bell on guitar. The other one could be Too Sad to Wipe My Tears. Heartbroken. Yeah.
We're going to get one of those coming up for you here.
Sure.
Now, you're going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, I think I told you.
I'm very touched by that, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's been decades of hard work, and it's I feel privileged to be acknowledged, really.
Yeah. I got you, especially by your peers and somebody else. I guess that's what they always say, by your peers. All right, here we go. Are you ready over there, Slick? Are you ready over there? Okay. All right, here we go. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM.
Here's a song from the request line.
I know it can't be me. I want to give you all of my money, yeah, but you just won't treat me right. You like to ball every morning, don't come home till late at night. on the road I go.
Here's a song from the request line.
Now some of you folk out there might call me a little loose. Some of y'all might even call me a hoe. But I want to give you a little history on me. Now, this is something I think you all should know. I got a love reputation known all over this world. I'm a hijacker, safe cracker. I'll steal your man, little girl. Ooh, yeah. I can't help because I know how to love. Mama says it's in my blood. A love reputation known all over this world. I've got a high choice kiss that no man can resist. I'm a hardwood straight shooter, and baby I just can't miss. Ooh yeah, I can't help because I love them a lot. Papa says I'm a chip of the block. A love reputation known all over this world. I've got a love reputation from New York to New Orleans. I'm a real love slinger from France to the Caribbean. Ooh yeah, I can't help because I'm world recognized. My way of loving won the Nobel Prize. A love reputation known all over this world. All over this world, baby, all over this world, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I can't help it 'cause I'm world recognized. My way of loving won the Nobel Prize. Ooh, yeah. Known all over this world. Known all over this world. Said I'm known all over this world. Yeah. New York, Chicago, Houston, Dallas, Detroit, Miami, Atlanta, Memphis. Look out, Europe. I'm coming at you, baby. I'm a bad girl. No, and I'm known. I'm known all over this world. I'm known, yes I'm known. Said I'm known all over this world.
A song for the weekend. A song for the weekend.
You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B. On the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
Here's a song from the request line.
Oh, now, Lordy, 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 Miss Claudia, girl, you sure look good to me. Well, please don't excite me, baby. No, it can't be me. Because I
Henry, would you please play some classic blues for me?
Well, I made up my mind. I wouldn't leave you this time. You made me work all day, but it didn't pay. You don't love me no more. You got to go. Whatever you had, you ain't got it no more. When I come home at night, you never inside. And when you do come in, can't tell me where you've been. You don't love me no more. That's why, baby, you gotta go. Whatever you had, child, you ain't got it no more. You don't love me no more. That's why, baby, you gotta go. Whatever you had, child, you ain't got it no more. Whatever you had, you ain't got it no more. Whatever you had, child, you ain't got it no more.
Hi, this is Lerone Powers, and you're listening to Sir Henry on Classic Blues and R&B on AM 1690 WVON.
Oh, baby, you're so sweet. I'm so glad you're my lady. I need your sugar. I need your jam. Girl, your love make me what I am. I was just reminiscing about when we met. No use pretending something that I can't forget. Every time I'm with you, it feels just like the first time. And oh, when you turn it loose, it feels so good inside. Without your love, I don't wanna live. That's just how it is. I need your sugar. I need your jam. Girl, your love make me what I am. I need your sugar.
the end of the road. Out in a thicket where the pine trees grow. When the mood is right, we stop for a while. Where I come from, that's just our style. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. I come from. Me and my baby have a whole lot of fun, yeah. In a pickup truck on an old country road. On an old country road, it's a party, y'all, wherever we go. That's how we do it. That's how we get it done. On an old country road where I come from. When the workday's done, he picks me up, and we go riding in a pickup truck. Sometimes we start out moving slow, then we find that country road mojo. Spotlight shining all in the woods, till we find that place where it's all good. Now our friends are nowhere to be found. On the pickup truck we get down. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. I come from. Me and my baby have a whole lot of fun, yeah. In a pickup truck on an old country road. It's a party, y'all, wherever we go. That's how we do it. That's how we get it done. On an old country road where I come from. If you don't know what I'm talking about, come down to the country and you'll find out where the magic happens on that road. Then you'll understand just why we go. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. I come from. Me and my baby have a whole lot of fun, yeah. In a pickup truck on an old country road. On an old country road, it's a party, y'all, wherever we go. That's how we do it. That's how we get it done. On an old country road where I come from. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Where I come from. Me and my baby have a whole lot of fun, yeah. In a pickup truck on an old country road. It's a party, y'all, wherever we go. That's how we do it. That's how we get it done. That's how we get it done. On an old country road where I come from. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. I come from. Me and my baby have a whole lot of fun, yeah. In a pickup truck on an old country road. On an old country road, it's a party, y'all, wherever we go. That's how we do it. That's how we get it done. On an old country road where I come from. That's how we do it.
Oh, look-a-here. You don't mean me no good. Oh, look-a-here. You don't mean me no good. Our good days are long gone. I loved you the best that I could. this mistrust I just don't understand. Hey, look here, you don't mean me no good. Yes, our good days are long gone. I loved you the best that I could. Listen, honey, tried to catch me in a lie by looking at my phone bill. You put me under pressure, then carried me ill. Look here, you don't mean me no good. Yes, our good days are long gone. I loved you the best that I could. Yeah. Well, you search and search deep inside my purse. You say don't want to lose me, but you might as well. Look here, you don't mean me no good. Yes, our good days are long gone. I love you the best that I could. Oh, yeah. You don't mean me no good. Whoa, baby. Well, our good days are long gone. I loved you the best that I could. Oh, yeah.
All right, you heard our studio guest there on the harmonica doing the song there, Look Here, Woman, You Don't Mean Me No Blasted Good, here on Classic Blues and R&B. And you also heard, who the hell did you hear? You also heard Miss Jody. See, I'm old Magnolia boy, so I know what she's talking about. If we get down in the woods, Lord have mercy. And on a hot summer night like today, yes. Yeah, but anyway, Pineywood Motel. That's where I come from, Miss Joe. This is a brand new one by her on her latest CD, Thunder Under Yonder. You also heard Lerone Powers, I Need Your Sugar. Of course, you heard Wilson Pickett. That's going out for the county board president, Miss Tony Sugar Prattwinkle. Yeah, she want to take the sugar. She want to take the sugar. The sweet out of sugar. Yeah, she's full of crap, you know. Got to do something, you know, take the sugar out of it. But anyway, that was Lerone Powell Sugar. And you also heard Andy T and the Nick Mixon Band. Whatever you had, baby, you ain't got it no more. All here on Classic Blues and R&B. So, LaPierre, tell us about the song that we just heard of you are.
Well, you know, as a songwriter, I have to think of a variety of topics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have written song about Chicago, you know, like Chicago is my home, which is a true story. It is my home, and now I write about politics. I write when our dear President Obama was elected, I wrote a song to celebrate that. I write about pollution, and so this is it's easy to write. Some songs are easy to write, you know. So anger song, love song. So I try to vary, and I always try to use a different musical feel to the songs we write, so we don't repeat ourselves. So this is totally vintage Chicago style, with breaks, you know, in the middle of the song. So this for me is Chicago. That kind of song is totally Chicago. You know, vintage post-war Chicago. We did it in Memphis for the Blues Music Awards. Inetta Weiser, our singer, whom you just heard, was nominated for the Coco Taylor Award. She was a finalist. And we were invited to do a recording. She, myself, and Matthew Schofield, who happened to be there, and the Blues Radio, International Blues Radio, asked him to join us. So we were a trio at the time. But we are 5 in a band. We have 5 members with Michael Dutson, who played with Magic Slim for years. He's our full-time guitar player for quite a few years now. Inetta Weiser has been with us, my goodness, I would say 15 years, 17 years perhaps. So, we are a seasoned band. We travel.
And what are other musicians with you?
We have, Kenny Smith was our drummer for about 17 years. But being so busy with his career, I have now Terrence Williams, a fabulous drummer, who's been with me for years as well. But Kenny is still part of the family, so he still appears as a guest, actually. We rotate with the drummers, and Kenny does front as well. He sings. Yeah. So, that's wonderful. He's a dear, dear, dear friend of mine, a family, really. Then on bass, we have Brian, who is a fabulous bass player, and also use Brian Quinn, that's his full name. And Daryl Wright also plays with us on bass, depending on the gigs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's good. It's good to see guys. It's good to see guys working. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot to mention you also heard Lordy Miss Claudie. You heard the Elvis Presley version. And you heard the real deal by Brother Lloyd Price. Lordy, 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 Miss Cloudy. I forgot to mention that. That went out for sale. So, sale, we got it right. Thank you for your listening. We appreciate that, Sale. We appreciate it. All right, well, as I say, we got a studio guest. They're going to be inducted into the Chicago Blues Hall of Fame coming up in next month. Speaking of next month, hey, Gerald, now don't lie. You don't have to say anything. Just look. I got a birthday coming up soon. Next month is my birthday. That's the date of my birth would be next month, So, and I look forward to, as my dad and them would say, their generation, I look forward. I look forward. I look forward to you giving me a gift of some kind. And I'll be obliged. Well, that's another thing they used to say. I'll be much obliged. So don't you forget that. Don't step up in here on the 5th. You don't have nothing, which we'll be back on the air, I think, the 7th. But you got to have something for me. All right. Okay. All right, we're going to get back to some more music here on Classic Blues and continue talking to our guests as we return here. All right, you're listening to, you know what I think I want to hear? The one in the tray over there, My Neighborhood, by Tommy Castro. Okay, you ready to do that? Yeah. All right, you're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM.
Was cold as I ride my bike to school on Monday morning. Bag lunch in my hand, rain clouds are forming. I see men with lunch pails and coffee start their steel trucks and cars. They had good union jobs. They drank and worked in man's bars. I go back in my mind to a simpler time where I always knew where I stood. corner store for some milk and a pack of Pall Malls. She gave me $1. Said, keep the change, son. You could play some pinball. They had penny candy, some for a nickel and some for a dime. I get one for my sister and my brother, and you know I'm gonna get mine. I go back in my mind to a simpler time. I always knew just where I stood in my old neighborhood. My old neighborhood. Those days are gone. Feel like I don't belong in the world that I live in today. Time marches on, but it takes me back home when I hear the music play. He ran the local hardware store. Knew everything there was to know about everything in his place and a little more. He took a lot of pride, 'cause everything is sold was made in America. And when it came to the price, man, it would always take good care of you. Yes, it did. I go back in my mind to a simpler time. I always knew just where I stood. The world was fine and people were kind in my old neighborhood. My old neighborhood. It made me feel so good sometimes. I'm just going back in my mind. And I'm walking down the street. I know everyone that I meet. My old neighborhood.
Here's a song from the request line.
If you were mine, squeeze you up so tight. Mine, 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 love you day and night. If you were mine, I love you all of the time. Ooh, hey, baby, ah, mine. If you were mine, sweet as you could be. Mine, 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 yes, indeed, you are mine. I love you all of the time. Ooh, hey, baby, ah, mine. You wouldn't have to raise your feet to walk, carry you in my arms. We'll be cool in the winter time. My
3 minutes to the top of the hour. Two minutes to the top.
All right, the Max Street, what the hell is it? Max Street Market Blues Band. That's Rashid and Company. And If You Were Mine. You also heard Tommy Castro, My Neighborhood. So all here on Classic Blues and R&B as we get ready to go to the top of the hour here and come back. We'll be in our last hour here for the night. I guess you're going to still be with us right here. You're going to stick with us for a little while longer, Mr.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Pierre.
Mr. Pierre.
Lacocque. Correct?
Lacocque. Yeah,
Lacocque.
good American name, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a great American name. If you're in New Orleans.
If you're in New Orleans, yeah. As a matter of fact, some people often ask me if I'm from New Orleans. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right, folks, we hope you're enjoying the program. We do it every Saturday night, Sunday morning, and we enjoy doing it. Sir Henry here, along with my man Gerald. Back following the newscast here on Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM.
The talk of Chicago and the voice of the nation. 1690 WVON, Berwyn, Chicago.
Military might. NFL strikes back. I'm Barton Eckert. It was a show of force as the Pentagon says B-1B bombers from Guam and F-15 fighter escorts from Okinawa, Japan have flown a mission in international airspace over the waters east of North Korea. Correspondent Elise Rabbit tells us.
It does seem to be a kind of real demonstration of U.S. resolve and, in fact, a warning to North Korea to not think of any type of military action because the U.S. response will be swift and overwhelming.
Iran says it successfully tested a new ballistic missile with a range of 1,200 miles and will keep developing its arsenal despite U.S. pressure to stop. Two towns near the Oaxaca Dam in Puerto Rico are fleeing as dam failure remains high. Correspondent Nick Valencia has the latest after the governor of Puerto Rico addressed the nation.
An estimated 70,000 people have to worry about a dam failing. The governor of Puerto Rico says the Oaxaca Dam has been compromised and could fail at any moment. For those who cannot evacuate themselves, they're being bussed out by local officials, being taken to shelters in and around the area.
In Mexico, a strong earthquake again shook the region Saturday, the third in a month's time. A spokesman from the Mexican president says the damage to housing is immense from the earlier quakes. Vicente Rodriguez.
We have in Chiapas and Oaxaca around 100,000 houses were damaged. Around 30% of them will have to be demolished.
The business moguls who control the NFL are siding with their players over President Trump, who said NFL owners should fire players who kneeled during the Star-Spangled Banner. I'm Barton Eckert.
I hate water softeners. I really hate softeners. I hate the thought of lugging salt and that it ruins septic systems. But I hate hard water that causes limescale, which costs thousands in appliance damage and wasted energy.
Stop hating and start loving again with the HydroCare Smart Descaler from Wave Home Solutions. Prevent and eliminate limescale the smart way. No maintenance, no salt, no plumbing required, and better than magnetic wraps. 1 year performance guaranteed. Go to IHateMySoftener.com. IHateMySoftener.com.
War, poverty, and disaster have left millions of children around the world orphaned, abandoned, alone. When their parents can't be there, SOS Children's Villages is there. SOS Children's Villages is the world's largest nonprofit for orphan and abandoned children. In 134 countries, including the U.S., they provide vulnerable children with a loving and stable family, medical care, and an education. Children in crisis are counting on you. To make a difference in the life of a child, go to sos-usa.org.
Hi, my name is Mark Pullins, and when I grew up in Roseland, the community was a lot different than it is now. Crime is up, jobs are gone, there's all kinds of issues that need to be addressed. I work as a mentor here in Roseland. Most of the children in these communities don't go outside of a 4 or 5 block radius. I've taken them downtown Chicago, and they're amazed. You show them things that they haven't seen, and when you see other things, you want to be other things. If all you see is crime, destruction, and poverty, you think that's how life is supposed to be. From what I know about J.B. Pritzker, he seems to be more compassionate than a lot of the other people that I've seen out here. I want to say he's almost empathetic to what's going on in our communities. J.B. seems to understand that people in communities like this don't necessarily need a handout. We need a helping hand. We need to be able to help ourselves, but we need someone to help us do that. My name is Mark Pullins, and I'm glad that J.B. is running.
Paid for by J.B. for Governor.
Our Caregivers Expo was a huge success, but we know there are other concerns facing our families, and on Saturday, October 28th, WVON will address them. It's our first ever Family Care Expo, a one-day action-packed resource fair and forum designed to provide you with the information, resources, and products you need to create a better future for you and your family. From finances to education to healthcare, we're focusing on all of them. And there'll be 40 exhibitors offering helpful resources to benefit the entire family. On October 28th at Malcolm X College, WVON, in conjunction with our sister station WRLL and Relevant Marketing, is taking care of our family's business at our first ever Family Care Expo. Keep listening for more details.
Live from the Xfinity Studios at WVON. We're your original social media. You're listening to Night Blues with Sir Henry Cheatham on 1690, The Talk of Chicago.
All right, the greatest radio show on the air is now here. You're listening to it, classic blues and R&B. Let's say hello to my homeboy out there in Colorado, Brother Solomon. I want to say hello to Brother Ruiz out there in out in the Colorado area. People down south, they want to say hi to all you guys down there. Miss Watson. This is Holmes saying hello to you down there. Yeah, you know, we're here, Classic Blues, as we keep rolling along each and every Saturday night, right here from these great studios, Xfinity Studios of WVON. We're here every Saturday, Sunday morning doing our thing for you, doing our thing. That's my thing, you know, that's my thing. So I like to do my thing here every Saturday, Sunday morning, you know. The 20th annual Chicago Football Classic, a throwdown on the gridiron with the Grambling State Tigers. They will be battling the Clark Atlanta University Panthers Saturday, September 30th at Soldier Field. The action begins at 3:30 p.m. Brought to you by Sherman Dodge, BMO Harris Bank, NBC5, Comcast, and Telemundo. You can get your tickets now at Midway Wholesalers, Right Way Huggins Construction, Ticketmaster, Groupon, and at all Walgreens for a $5 discount. Call 773-874-8000 for more information. Or check out the Chicago Football Classic on the web at www.chfcc.com. Chicago Football Classic.biz, B-I-Z. Yeah, I want to say B-I-Z to make sure you don't think of nothing else, folks. We want you to get social with us on WVON by going to Facebook and liking us over there at WVON 1690. Follow us on Twitter at WVON 1690 and on Instagram at WVON 1690. You can always text WVON to 88474 and you'll be checking us out, getting everything that we got to give to you. The Mumford Point Marine Association wants you to come over and get involved with them over there at the Vet Center. They're located at 7011 South Vincennes Avenue. They got the bears up for you tomorrow. Get on over there. You know, they have big screens over there at the Sports Center, so they got several big screen televisions over there that you can watch action on. Their phone number is 773-873-6600. That's 773-873-6600. That's the Mumford Point Marine Vet Center, located at 7011 South Vincennes. The National Women Veterans United want you to get involved with them too, ladies. They're located at 7907 South Racine Avenue here in Chicago. They give you a lot of information on your vets benefits and things of that nature. They're an advocacy group. They say they're peer-to-peer groups, support you on some of the issues you may have and some of the issues you may not have. And they just may give you some good information on something that you can find out about your benefits, what you're entitled to. The number is 872-731-2150. www.nwvu.org is the website. LadyVets2 at yahoo.com is their email. So check it out, folks. And we here at Classic Blues want you to get social with us by liking our page at Classic Blues and R&B on Facebook. NRB on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com, and Henry CB or Henry CB 6175. Do it, folks. Do it. We put our programs up so you can take us with you wherever you go. You can keep us warm in the winter. And you can keep us cool in the summer. You can eat with us, whatever. Just, hey, I listen to that sometime, and when I get to listening to it, I said, damn, that's who is. Then I realized, I said, oh, that's me. You ain't stirring up, you ain't raising no sand. But it's the greatest show on our radio, so yeah, don't forget that. The media is beating the war drums again, folks. You better watch out here because these bastards, they get to beating it, and that's what they did to Iraq. They beat the hell out of that, and they finally got what they wanted there, and it was no good. But hey, we destroyed a certain part of the world there, and it's still going crazy. And one other thing that strikes me, now I've been on the doggone toll road. I don't like going on it anymore because I don't have a transponder, right? But how in the devil, I don't know if they found this guy yet, a big truck who goes through, kills an IDOT worker, and they had not found him, and it took at least 2 or 3 days if they found him at all. I'm not sure if they found him or not, I remember running through it, went all the way to Wisconsin. I paid my first toll. I wasn't trying to break the law. It's just that ignorance. Oh, yeah, got it, dog, yeah. Ignorance, folks, is the most costly crop that any community can produce. And in this case, it cost me. I went all the way to Wisconsin. I get back home, and I get a message, I get a letter that I had passed the doggone thing, and they had my license plate. All right, that's why I say I can't understand how in the hell they can miss that truck with all of the doggone cameras they have out there. It is something that we got all this technology, but hell, when you need it, you can't get it, right? So it doesn't make a lot of sense. All right, we got a studio guest here, Mr. Pierre Lacocque. Pierre, tell us a little bit more here, so we're going to get to more music here after we chat with you a little longer. Sure. Oh, I forgot also that we played Denise LaSalle earlier, too. Love Reputation. Yeah, that Love Reputation we played, that was by Denise LaSalle. And we do post our scripts. We do them on Boogie Report. We be putting it up there. We need to do it. We be kind of behind, folks. We're going to catch up. Anyway, Pierre, tell us.
Well, I don't understand the question.
Okay, now, so tell us a little bit more about you and your band.
Oh, okay. Well, we have 12 recordings, working on number 13. We're on Delmark Records, and we travel worldwide. We're going to go to Dubai, believe it or not, next year. We tour. We basically tour the U.S., Canada. We are quite popular in Quebec, of all places. They're very fond of us. We love Chicago, play at Kingston Mines, House of Blues, Buddy Guys, we regular, Buddy Guys, Space, places like that. So we're as busy as we can be.
Good.
Trying to make ends meet. It's difficult, but, the tours are really what helps, and certainly overseas, the pay is way better, and you always, at least I always come back. I love to travel, so, and the band does too. So we meet new people and we make better money. So it's a winner, really.
Mm-hmm. How long are you gonna be in Dubai?
Say it again, please.
How long will you be in Dubai?
In Dubai, I think a couple of days. We have one gig. We're headliners. I guess they must love blues over there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I had friends of mine, Dietra Farr, for example, who has gone to Dubai already before us. So they love blues over there. We have trips to Germany, France, my goodness, Belgium. I think we have something next year. When we travel, we hit many countries. East. We go to Poland, we go to Spain, we are about to go to Lithuania for 3 days, three gigs.
Okay.
Go Scandinavia, we're on the road, we're on the road.
But you got a website, Facebook, any of that stuff? People can find you at?
Yes, so MississippiHeat.net is our www, of course, MississippiHeat.net. And I think you can find us on Facebook for sure. Mississippi Heat, I guess, will be on the Facebook. We're easy to find, very easy to find. We have enormous amount. We're very blessed and happy to have a lot of followers. We're over 23. I don't know how many thousand. We have. My brother Michel is the manager, so Michel handles all of that because I don't have time. But it's a very exciting band. It's always evolving. We play fresh material. We tend to be very, very creative, so they're quite exciting to me. And Aineta Weiser, our singer, is just world class.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a trooper. She's a wonderful artist, songwriter herself, but also sings my songs. I don't sing. With a French accent, first of all, but secondly, I don't sing well. So my harmonica, I'm glad my harmonicas are in tune, otherwise. But I'm blessed, really, with the members I have in the band. Always been welcome in this community here in Chicago. Again, I'm a white guy, with a French accent from Belgium, but very, very, from the day one, I've always been welcomed. Junior Wells, took me under his wings. He became very, I don't know if the word is protective, but quite under his wings. Yes, I would go to Teresa's many times, and he would always, come with me, outside to hail for a taxi, all of that. Teresa, was very nice too. So I've always been lucky and happy to be welcomed by the African American community. To me, it's a family. So
yeah. Let me ask you now. The name of your group is officially what?
Mississippi Heat.
Okay, because I've been referring to you, and I didn't think about the name of I didn't think about your group.
Yeah, we go under an ensemble. Our sound is really an ensemble, and so we don't go with Pierre Lacocque. We go with Mississippi Heat.
Okay, that's good. Why do you choose that?
Well, first
not
of all,
that you can choose a better name.
No, thank you, man. No, absolutely. And it has a connection with Mississippi. And first of all, the original members of the band were from Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
Secondly, the influence on our music is Mississippi Delta.
Yeah.
And Heat, my son came up with Heat. I was coming, Mississippi. What about Mississippi? Because, I play the harmonica, so Mississippi saxophone, of course, would be another term. But my son, Jonathan, came up with Heat. So it just stuck. It was just exciting.
It get kind of warm now. There's no question about it. Yes. All right, we'll get back to some more music here on Classic Blues. It's here on WVON 1690. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM.
Here's a song from the request line.
Who's that?
Smokey Robinson, Daylight and Darkness.
Midnight sun shining through my darkest night. Noonday shadow blocking out my morning light. You don't even know what I'm talking about. It's what you do when you're just being you. How can you be daylight and darkness at the same time? How can you be daylight and darkness at the same time? Flaming candle burning me with sweet desire. Ice cold, hard to handle. Back and forth from ice to fire. You don't even know what you're putting me through. With all these bittersweet things that you do. How can you be daylight and darkness at the same time? How can you be daylight and darkness at the same time? It's just your way, baby, that's what you say. How can you be daylight and darkness at the same time? How can you be daylight and darkness at the same time?
Here's a song from the request line.
dressed in black. And as they removed her body from the car, such pain I never knew did fill my heart. I lost the only one I've ever loved. The Lord has returned her up above. Life will never be the same again. It's the beginning of my end. It happened on a Saturday night. My love and I had just had a silly fight. She got into her car and angrily drove away. Neither of us knew then that she never see another day. What have I done, Lord, to deserve this misery? All my life and all of my world has come falling down on me. I was at home watching my TV when the noise of the phone rudely disturbed me. I wasn't too sure at first just what the doctor meant when he informed me that there had been an accident. Why, oh why, I heard her mother cry as I rushed to the scene with the tears in my eyes. Somebody asked who was the next of kin. And oh Lord, it was the beginning of my
This is Sam Cockrell from Chicago, and I'm hanging out with my good friend Sir Henry Cheatham, playing the blues, classic blues for you here at WVON 1690 on the AM dial.
I'm sleeping at a friend's house on a raggedy bed. Just all around angry thoughts in my head. My back is aching, I got a sore elbow. I can't sleep at night, here's what you gotta know. I'm foaming at the mouth, I don't know what I'll do. You get one warning shot before I come to you. Here's your warning, here's your warning, here's your warning, one warning. We split on good terms, you told me not to worry. I'm finding out you've been lying to me. You froze the account, kept the China too. You paused the computer, which was brand new. I'm foaming at the mouth, I don't know what I'll do. You get one warning shot before I come to you. Here's your warning, here's your warning, here's your warning, one warning. come to you.
Here's a warning. Here's a
Before I come to you.
Here's a warning.
Before I come to you, before I come to you.
Here's a warning. One warning. Here's a warning. One warning.
right here on Classic Blues and R&B. I tell you what, when you tune in here every Saturday night, Sunday morning, guess what? She's fine. That little girl of mine is fine. You're going to get some great stuff here. Guarantee you ain't hearing this nowhere else but here. But we get it. We get it. We get it. We get it. We get it first. Hey, Gerald over there, he be trying to tell me, man, you don't need to be playing some of that stuff, man. These folks don't know what to do with that good stuff. But anyway, that was H.U. Reed and Bunny Raitt. Bunny Raitt. She's fine. I'm sorry about that. I hope I didn't butcher it too bad. And you also heard Synchro Boogie and Warning Shot by the Mississippi Heat. And Smokey Robinson, what the hell was that by? Smokey Robinson, Daylight and Darkness. That's one out for Miss Kim Mills' wife. Miss Kim Mills' wife. And James L. Mills wanted to hear the beginning to my end, the Unifics. All here on Classic Blues and R&B. All right. That song you say you did, the Synchro Boogie.
Yes.
You did that in Germany?
Yes, we recorded it in Germany, and we were headliners in the festival, Berghausen. It's called Berghausen, and it was huge. The festival was packed. It was written by our guitar player Michael Dutson, and we never recorded it yet in the studio, but we doing it live quite often. So the TV was there. They filmed the show, and they gave us the film as a gift. So I put some of the songs on YouTube. So this one is from YouTube.
Okay.
But Synchro Boogie, yeah, we love that song.
Yeah. All right, your group sound pretty good. I kind of like it, you know.
Thank you.
You guys doing all right there. All right, back to some more music here. As we're getting ready to tighten up here and close out of here. We got about 20 minutes left in the show. All right, we're going to go with Charles Wright. Watch one of the Third Street Rhythm Band and comments. They said, but the president needs to listen to some of this stuff here. But anyway, you know, he's going to say, fire somebody. How long did it take me to get here? Hey, man, I guess what the hell is going on, you know? But anyway, you're listening to Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM.
Hello, this is Charles Wright, and you are listening to Classic Blues and R&B on WVON Radio Chicago 1690 on your dial. I'm Charles Wright, y'all.
Come on, everybody. Let's have some fun tonight.
this is Billy Branch, and you're listening to Classic Blues and R&B with Sir Henry Cheatham. The brother knows how to get down.
my brand new ride and find me a brand new place to stay. Oh, Wednesday, 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 Wednesday. I should be well on my way. I'm gonna park my brand new ride, find me a brand new place to stay. But I ain't gonna do nothing on Monday. Oh, Monday is already through. Friday I'm gonna settle down and rest my tired old feet. Gonna find me a nice restaurant and order me something to eat. Saturday I ain't gonna do nothing, but that's what I made up my mind to do. But Sunday I'm going to church. Say a little prayer for you. First thing Tuesday morning. Oh, I'm gonna back up and walk right out on you.
4 minutes to the end of the show. In a minute, at midnight. For 20 seconds,
Like to know you better, like to know you better. That's my homeboy there, Eddie Cotton, out of Clinton, Mississippi, Jackson, wherever. You know, he's a tiger, by the way. But anyway, filling me with pleasure. Eddie Cotton. You also heard Lomax. That's a new one I got by Lomax. Kiss It Goodbye. Of course, Artie the Blues Boy White. The first thing Tuesday morning, I'm going to be getting up out of here. I ain't going to do nothing Monday. I'm going to church Sunday and pray for you. Yep. All right, it's closing up on this closing up time here tonight. I want to thank you, Pierre. You got anything final you want to say to the folks? Come out.
It's an honor to be here and meet you finally in person.
Thank you very much.
Sir Henry.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me on your wonderful show.
I appreciate having you as well. Thank you very much. Don't forget to join our Chat Daddy Sims for the Monday night edition of Real Talk Real People here. September is Sickle Cell Anemia Awareness Month. Chat Daddy welcomes a team of healthcare professionals to talk candidly about sickle cell anemia, disease, and some of the advancements of the treatment for the patient and who suffers with the disease. All this and much more Monday at 6 p.m. on your favorite happy hour on the radio. Don't forget, folks, ignorance is the most costly crop that any community can produce. Get out and enjoy yourself. Enjoy this great weather. Don't complain about it. Yeah, it's one of these kind of weathers where it just looks like there is no wind, you know. It's hot. I love it. Miserable. I love it, you know. Well, let's say good night to you. May God bless and keep all of you. Don't forget, Classic Blues want you to get involved with us. Contact us and let us know what you're doing and follow us. Adios.
Obamacare debate, Puerto Rico struggles. I'm Barton Eckert. The nation's doctors, hospitals, and health insurance plans are unified in their opposition to the latest GOP bill to dismantle Barack Obama's Affordable Care Act. Correspondent Bill Michaels reports on Saturday's joint statement.
Major groups such as the American Medical Association, the American Hospital Association, America's Health Insurance Plans, and the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association called on the Senate to reject the bill sponsored by GOP Senators Lindsey Graham and Bill Cassidy. The groups warned that under the bill, patients and consumers will lose important protections, and those with significant illnesses will be charged higher premiums and may not be able to buy coverage. They also say cuts to Medicaid would cause millions of Americans to lose their coverage. Bill Michaels, Washington.
Much of Puerto Rico remains without power and residents don't have access to running water. Correspondent Rafael Romo says officials now have additional concerns for the safety of residents.
There are fears that a dam on the northwest side of the island may collapse, flooding communities where about 70,000 people live. Governor Rosselló met with mayors of 48 municipalities on the island, trying to come up with the best way to help the thousands upon thousands of people who were affected by the hurricane, not only the winds, but also the torrential rains that have flooded many communities across the island. Rafael Romo, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
A textbook is being recalled in Saudi Arabia for placing Star Wars character Yoda next to former Saudi Arabian King Faisal as he signed the UN Charter in 1945. The artist didn't even know it was in the textbook until his mother texted him. And he said he decided to superimpose Yoda next to King Faisal because they both are wise figures. I'm Barton Eckert.
Daddy, where do babies come from?
Honey?
Mommy went to the store.
Oh, well, you see, there's a mommy and a daddy, right?
Right.
And see, when they call Geico, they could save a bunch of money on car insurance.
Oh, really? And that makes them happy?
Yes, that makes them very happy.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we could have this talk, sunshine.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
Last year, the #1 name for girls in the U.S. was Emma. For boys, Noah. But did you know that in Uganda, a baby born with a cleft palate or lip is given the name which means cursed by God? Those children are destined to grow up in isolation. Smile Train empowers local doctors to do a simple untreated clefts for as little as $250, and it's 100% free for the child's family. To learn more, visit smiletrain.org. That's smiletrain.org.
Place for Mom. Call today.
Call A Place for Mom at 1-800-379-1174. That's 1-800-379-1174.
Hi, my name is Mark Pullins, and when I grew up in Roseland, the community was a lot different than it is now. Crime is up, jobs are gone, there's all kinds of issues that need to be addressed. I work as a mentor here in Roseland. Most of the children in these communities don't go outside of a 4 or 5 block radius. I've taken them downtown Chicago, and they're amazed. You show them things that they haven't seen, and when you see other things, you want to be other things. If all you see is crime, destruction, and poverty, you think that's how life is supposed to be. From what I know about J.B. Pritzker, he seems to be more compassionate than a lot of the other people that I've seen out here. I want to say he's almost empathetic to what's going on in our communities. JB seems to understand that people in communities like this don't necessarily need a handout. We need a helping hand. We need to be able to help ourselves, but we need someone to help us do that. My name is Mark Pullins, and I'm glad that JB is running.
Paid for by JB for Governor.
Our Caregivers Expo was a huge success, but we know there are other concerns facing our families, and on Saturday, October 28th, WVON will address them. It's our first ever Family Care Expo, a one-day action-packed resource fair and forum designed to provide you with the information, resources, and products you need to create a better future for you and your family. From finances to education to healthcare, we're focusing on all of them. And there'll be 40 exhibitors offering helpful resources